Yes, you can absolutely land an international remote job without having loads of experience. It doesn't matter if you do not have a degree, if you don't have tech skills. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 remote jobs that you can do totally from anywhere. So it doesn't matter what part of the world you are from. You are from Asia, you're from Africa. Hi, my name is Rita, and I have worked over 3 remote jobs. I've worked with international companies in the US, UK, Canada, from different countries, over 7 countries. I've been working remotely since 2020, currently freelancing, and I have 2 retainer clients. And by the way, we're not going to be talking about scams websites, survey websites where you go do tax and you are totally scammed. I'm going to show you legit ways you can make money from Africa, remote jobs you can get from Africa, from Asia, from any part of the world. So number 1, the lead generation, appointment setting, anything around virtual assistant. Virtual assistant is a broad niche, but there are specific tasks. If you disintegrate it, there are specific tasks that you can carry out, that virtual assistants do carry out, that you do not need any form of experience. Now, I'm saying this because I've personally tried it. So, and there are a lot of jobs they're looking for people to send people messages on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. So all those outreach messages that maybe they are selling something and they want to be reaching, they want to outreach maybe 100 people per day. Yeah, and these are legitimate. And this, you get clients from the US, from the UK, from international clients needing people to do this kind of jobs, and you do not need to have any experience. Now let me show you. I'm not just going to be talking about them. I'm going to be showing you. Now this Facebook group is called Nothing Held Back. Nothing Held Back is a Facebook group for business owners, founders, entrepreneurs. So from this thing, you can also see that there are a lot of international people here, and a lot of virtual assistants also go here to find jobs. So most of the jobs that you see, so you can see people, these people are people from outside the country. You can see their names. So if you can see the kind of jobs they want. Most times they post jobs, sometimes they don't post jobs, but from the kind of posts that they make, you can now send them a DM and say, okay, I want to do this. So for instance, see this one now, said, I have a B2B website marketplace. Does anyone have idea on ways to get paid monthly vendors to supply sites for the supply side? For example, we show all the products in each review. If you want your product at the top, if you can't feature it, you pay a monthly fee. So if you see this kind of person, you can send them a message, send them a DM, and all of that. So, and the good thing is that it's not just about, now this is if you want to do a code, that you want to reach out to the people that, oh, I can do this stuff for you, then you can go ahead and just directly cold email them. But the good thing is that they have a job website. So I'm going to take you to the Facebook group where they post jobs. So this is called Nothing Held Back job board. So when you go on this job board, you will see different job postings, seeking, okay. So people that are looking for job, post job, people that need people, we are hiring media buyer. This is 15 hours ago. Looking for a full-time video editor, 15 hours ago. Most times the jobs that I see here are like very, very easy jobs that you can do. Hiring phone stroke DM setter. So these are the kind of jobs that you see, and there are other Facebook groups, and these kind of jobs, they really you don't need any qualification. I've actually gotten one. Someone sent me a DM like, for this kind of job, you just apply, and the day you apply, the next day you get selected, because they just need people, and some people do it and they go and all of that. So this is an example of the kind of jobs that you can get even if you do not have experience, you do not have a degree, or you've not worked before. You can just quickly send an Instagram message to people. So they'll usually tell you what to say. So your own is just to make sure maybe you send 50 messages in 1 hour, in 2 hours. I've had people get this kind of jobs and they were very satisfied with the job. And some of them have salaries, some of them have salaries plus commission, and they are legitimate jobs. Okay, so I'm not going to be talking about those survey or those jobs that people will work and at the end of the day they will not be getting paid for the jobs that they do. So another kind of job you can do without experience is tutoring. Tutoring is a kind of job you can do with 0 experience. So when you come about tutoring, so let's say for instance, you're just in new school, if I just graduated from the university, or maybe you just finished secondary and you are good at a particular subject. Now maybe you studied English, you studied French, or you're good at French, or you're good at mathematics, and you want to start, you don't want to teach in a local school and you want to start making money online, this is where to start. So you don't need to have years of experience, you don't need all of those stuff. You can get registered on a tutoring platform and start teaching what you know. Now I'm going to be showing you a website. So this is like one of the top websites that you can find tutoring job. It is called Peply. Now let me give you an example of how Peply looks like. So they have tutoring jobs. So this is Peply. So find tutors for business, become a tutor. So you can click on this, become a tutor. So let's just take a look at the tutoring jobs. I want to begin learning lessons online with a positive Italian tutor. I want to find online teacher price near $15 to improve my Arabic. I want to make progress in French online and get relevant advice. I would like to learn Python. I want to have French lessons. I want to French lessons, music teacher, accounting from a professional teacher, searching for a qualified online tutor in English. I need a computer. So it's just like whatever subjects that you can teach on, you can go on this platform, start teaching and start making good money. Some pay as much as $31 to $41 per hour. So these are just the needs. So you can just go and register on this platform. So you can click on become a tutor, and then you go through the make a living by teaching largest community of learners worldwide. So you just get the sign up, get approval and start earning. So you have to create your tutor profile now, and all of that. So teach students from over 180 countries. So there are a lot of opportunities you can get as a teacher. Personally, I've not taught on Peply. I've not taught, but I know people who have, and they're making a lot of money. It's legitimate, and they get international clients. And some of them get to build a good relationship with their students, and they're even able to create maybe a digital product or a learning material that you can sell to other people, on a larger scale. So if you have interest in a particular subject, you are good at it, or in a particular language and you can teach it, Peply is the place to go to get started. Another remote job that you can get, even if you don't have experience or you don't have a degree or you're just getting started, is ghostwriting. Now, when you talk about ghostwriting, people just think about writing stories, fiction, novels. Social media ghostwriting has become a thing, and social media has given everybody more like a level playing ground. X and LinkedIn, people are needing more ghostwriters for these social media platforms. That is because more businesses are taking advantage of this social media platform since it is text-based to push their business. So if you know how to share strong opinion, you know how to write, make posts in such a way that people will be interested in it, is scroll stopping and can get a lot of attention and traffic, then you should not be wasting that skill away. You should not be wasting that your passion. Use it. Go on platforms like X and Twitter. Start tweeting. Start making posts on LinkedIn, and you see how much money you can generate. Once you start your post, start getting impressions, getting views, brands abroad, international brands, international founders want to hire you to become a ghostwriter, and even your local businesses in your environment can hire you remotely because you don't need to be with them physically. These kind of jobs are remote jobs. So let me give you an example. I'm going to be sharing a story with you. So there are examples of a guy. There was one guy that I read about him. So the guy was like, he just used to post on Twitter, and his tweets used to get loads of comments, loads of impressions, comments and views. So someone just was like, oh, I like what you say, I like what you see, can you do this for me? And this guy did this. When he did that, was abroad. The person actually ended up paying him $5,000 for just posting for them on LinkedIn and on X. So this is a good man. This is a new area of ghostwriting that a lot of people have not gotten into, and this is something that I am personally trying. I started it last week. So if you want to try this out, you can work with me on this journey. Leave your comment in the comment description, in the comment box, and let me know if you are ready to try this out. I just got started, so that you can follow me on this journey. You can follow me on LinkedIn, and we can just get started together and start learning how all of this thing works. I know that LinkedIn works because I've gotten jobs on LinkedIn and it works. So you don't need any experience. If you can know how to post scroll stopping posts, yes, these platforms are for you. So that is not even the only story. There are different stories. So this is an example of someone who made a lot of money. How I got my first ghostwriting client paying $2,000 a month. That is a LinkedIn ghostwriter. This is another one. LinkedIn ghostwriting made me $4,000 per month. Here's the format I use, like a pro. So all these are examples. So the reason why I stuck to these three types of remote jobs that do not require experience, that do not require you to have a degree of some sort, and you can get started from any part of the world, because these ones are the legitimate ones. I know there are different kind of websites, like maybe Cloud Worker, Click Worker, Tax Bunny, all those websites that you have to go do a survey, they'll pay you per survey, AI annotator, all of those things. Most of them are scam, and even if they are not scam, they'll require you to do a lot of jobs, and before you can even make $10, before you can make any reasonable amount, you would have done a lot of work. Sometimes some of them require you to have taken exams to pass a screening stage, and when you do all of that, you might still not get hired, and they would have gotten you to do a lot of a major part of the work. So these are the three areas that you can actually get started today. You can get a remote job quickly. Getting a remote job that doesn't require experience and all of that, the one that you can just get started today, is good if you actually just need money or need to get by. But in the long term, it's important for you to build a career. It's important for you to find something, find the skill, learn the skill, and start offering your services to international clients. So if you have acquired a skill, a high demand skill, and if you're thinking, what kind of skills are high demand, I made a video about that. I'll link the video in the description so that I can watch the video to understand the kind of skills that are high in demand. So if you're thinking, I've learned a skill, I've acquired the skill, I need to start landing clients, where can I find clients? Where should I go? I need to get international clients. This is the best part of the video. I created an ebook that will walk you through, an ebook and a course that will walk you through everything you need to know, everything you need to do from day one to landing your first client. It doesn't matter if you have experience. I talked about how to create an offer, how to reach out, the platforms to check, everything. And if you want more help, you can contact me directly. So I already have a lot of people giving testimonials about this course, and this ebook is amazing. Let me just quickly show you what this ebook is about. So this is the course, this is the course, this is the ebook, and I've gotten loads of reviews about it already. Some people like it's surprisingly too affordable for the kind of value, and people have sent me screenshots, they've sent me messages about how valuable it is. But there's one thing I would like to ask. So if you already have a skill, if maybe you've done a freelance gig, and you are currently looking for, where can I find remote jobs, how can I find the remote jobs, one thing I will advise that you do is to ensure that you have a good CV and portfolio. You might be like, I have a good CV. Most job candidates will just copy and paste from ChatGPT. That will not help you, because these international companies already know that people use ChatGPT, and that is a way to filter you off the system. So I'm going to walk you through my simple CV. This CV is what I call a remote job friendly CV. So this is how my CV looks like. No drama, very simple. You just see everything that you need to see. It has numbers, it's even very short. So this is it. Your CV needs to look clean and human. So another important thing you need to have is a portfolio. It is very important to have a portfolio. And my portfolio, I had someone reach out to me because I had one of the best portfolio. I sent this portfolio to someone on LinkedIn, and the person was like, I just had to reach out to you. Like, I loved your portfolio. So this is how my portfolio looks like. You see what I'm doing clearly, from my portfolio. This is my name. This is my role. This is what I say I am. I have a link to work with me, to, on my website, send me a message on my website. So these are my achievements, things I have done, just like I did in my CV. So these are the things I have written. Do you see how clean this portfolio is? These are the testimonials of clients that I've worked with. These are case studies of things I have worked on. This is my journey so far. So cute. So I love this portfolio. Like, it's the most unique portfolio. And this is my LinkedIn profile. I added it to it. So this is my writing process. So in case you want to work with me, there are no surprises. You have all the information that you need. So this is another link. So I actually have a video CV right here. So this is an introduction video to give you an idea of who I am. So this already cuts out the whole job process by like 50%. And this is a link to download my CV. Like, this is the best CV that you ever I've seen, portfolio that I have seen. So it is important to have a good portfolio. Also important to have a good CV, and yeah. So I talked about all of this in this course, and I have so many reviews. So if you are looking to start, I will advise that you get started on this course. And I also made a video about remote, if you don't have a skill, I want to start learning remote job, I feel like you don't even know what to learn. I have a video, a detailed video and a detailed Notion sheet that shows the kind of skill you can learn in 2 to 6 weeks. Like in a month, 2 months, 3 months, you can acquire this skill and start landing job ASAP. So if you have not been landing a remote job, you have problem landing a remote job, please reach out to me in the comment section. Tell me what your problem is, and I think I'll be able to help you. I've been doing this since 2020. I've been doing this like over 6 years. I know how it works, and I'm currently helping people land their dream jobs. So let me know in the comment section what problem you have and how I can help you solve that problem. And would you like to watch a video on walking you through step by step on how to create a remote job CV in details? Let me know in the comment section and I'll be making that video just for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.